Good morning. Happy Tuesday. So here I am again. Told you I would bring you a Scorpio reading, and I am going to bring you a Scorpio reading. All right. So before I begin, I'd like to just give a little cleansing spray. All right. So what about Scorpios? How many Scorpios do I have listening, watching? I'm sure there's a few. So Scorpios, you are very, very passionate. You're very persistent, very strong-willed, stubborn maybe. There's also a little secretiveness to Scorpio, right? So let's see what the cards have to say for Scorpio as we come into for the rest of this month. So we'll just say, what do we have in store for them for the next couple of weeks? Let's see what's going on. Their overall energy. Let's see what we get. I'm going to start using my tarot, the traditional tarot. Jump this right now. Oops, got one there. All right. I'm gonna pull three. I always work in threes. And then I go from there. Whoop. This is the one that popped out on its own to the side, so we'll go with that one. So many Scorpios. Some people are on the cusp, right? They might be right on the cusp of Libra. So you might share some qualities of Libra. I'm on the cusp of Cancer and Leo, right on it. So I always read both. I always do both. And I take what I can from each of those that applies. I'm definitely more of a Cancer, I know that. But I do have some Leo traits as well. Sneak in there. Sneak out, I should say, every now and then. All right, let's see. One more. Let's pick one off the top. All right. Okay, Scorpios. Let's see. The first one I pulled was the Queen of Wands. Okay, this is a time to use your intuition, right? These next couple of weeks as we transition, into that Scorpio season, things are heightened. We have Halloween, we have all of that stuff that kind of brings things out in us that makes us a little more receptive. It makes us a little bit more open, right? And that's everybody, really. But for Scorpio, for some reason, this is saying pay really close attention to your intuition, okay? Your intuition is going to send you some signs, give you some feelings. So you want to go with those, right? This is all about intuition, this card. Okay? And we don't ever want to doubt our intuition. We don't want to second guess things. If your first gut feeling, go with it, right? And then the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups is saying, now I'm getting a huge impatience feeling with this card. You are so impatient about something over the next couple of weeks. Okay, I'm not sure what it is, but you're going to be needing to step back a little bit and kind of take a breath and wait. Not wait, so to speak, still live your life, but you want to take a breath and let it happen as it's supposed to happen. We can't rush things. So there's a lot of impatience going on here too over the next couple of weeks. The Five of Swords. Five of Swords says you're in a power struggle with somebody. Okay, our fives are all about conflict. They could be about change. This I'm getting like, this is a power struggle. And Scorpios are so persistent on things that this is a battle that you don't want to lose it. And you're not going to lose it, right? You're gonna stay with it. But we also have to remember, just like with the Patience card, to step back, look at things from other perspectives. Very hard for Scorpio to do sometimes, right? All right. Now let's pull a few more of the tarot. So these next couple of weeks, I think, are going to be a little trying for our Scorpios. Some of you, anyway. That tells me probably that with this intuition card that you probably know what you should do because you're getting that intuitive gut feeling, but you don't want to do it, right? Sometimes it's not of the choice we want. And that's making you a little bit stubborn and a little bit impatient on it, right? And you're not giving in. It's a battle that you want to win. But you can't win every time. I know a few Scorpios. And they can be difficult at times. But they're also very generous people. They're also very kind people. There's so many good qualities to a Scorpio. They just have that little inner fire that kind of gets under their skin sometimes. It's just interesting how each sign has their own special little qualities, you know, good qualities, and I don't want to say bad qualities, but just like a light and a dark, I would say. Okay. All right, then we have the Three of Cups. Three of Cups. This is about needing to come together with somebody. There's going to be some kind of a collaboration. I'm going to be working together with a couple of people I see, a few people that's going to maybe help you to achieve something you want or just be a good support system. I'm getting a lot of that here. So whatever this issue is you're going through that's kind of getting under your skin, you are going to have support for that, okay? And then the Queen of Swords, again, that sword is up, in control, knowing what you want. Nothing's getting by you, Scorpio, right? Nothing's getting by you. You're being impatient about something and you're just standing your ground, right? So this is a card, this is a very interesting card because it's okay. We want to be confident and we want to know where we're going and we want to be very focused on that, right? So that's not a terrible thing. But then we have the Ten of Swords where, you know, you feeling like you want to win this battle. You're not backing down because you're feeling defeated. You don't want to feel defeated anymore. You feel like you just can't take another setback or another issue or something that has been going on in your life. Okay, so now let's pull some of the Oracle, Spirit Oracle. See what they have to say. And then I have some moon cards too. We are going to have a full moon on Halloween. Interesting. This is an interesting October. There's a lot of energy this month. Lots of energy. I feel it. A lot of people feel it. People are a little off the wall. At work, I noticed that we have some very difficult people to deal with lately. And you know, it wouldn't surprise me if some of them were Scorpio, just because they were so hell-bent and persistent on certain things. Yeah, it was challenging. All right. So October is definitely a, you know, I mean, it's kind of a transition month anyway because we're getting into those cooler days. And, you know, we know what's coming next. It's going to be not just cool, but it's going to be cold. And then we're going to be moving into the next months of holiday time, which is great. But that cold winter weather comes in and, you know, I don't know. It can rattle you a little bit. Oh, all right. Now, this one I got two come out over here. All right. So we have the Hostilities card. Okay, that's a 26, but it's an 8 in numerology. So that's all about you needing to kind of, you need to kind of simmer down. You are on fire. for this next couple of weeks, Scorpio. Something has got you fired up, okay? So there's a lot of hostilities going around, but this 8 card says, think about it. What have you learned, or what can you learn from this, right? Because kind of like jumping and snapping and you know, being like hostile towards somebody is not going to solve the problem or make the resolve of the problem happen any quicker. Now we have another 8 card, and that's the indecision card, right? That's coming under our 9 of Cups, which is patience. And this is this indecision card where you have a decision to make. Again, the intuition. You know what it is. You feel it. If you don't, you will. Okay? But you're undecided. And again, don't do that. With your intuition and your gut feeling, you've got to go with that. Don't ever go against that. Okay? Because the Queen of Swords is saying that you're in control, right? You're in control. You know what you want. You know where you're going. So you have to keep that composure. And then we have daughter romance. Okay? So I'm not getting a huge romantic feel over this reading, Scorpio, but there may be something coming in romantically that's going to rattle you as well, okay? So this is a daughter romance. So this is this a good time to pursue a romance, a relationship, or is it not? Maybe that's the decision you have to make, right? And then we have the thinking woman. And this could go either way, man or woman. That's a 47. That is a number of 11. Okay? So the thinking woman. So whatever this issue is resolving a lot of thought. It's going to resolve a lot of thought, but your intuitive gut feeling should be guiding you without fail. Okay? So I got those 2 under the 5 of Swords. Now let's pull some moon cards and see what we get. We all have seasons of times that are challenging, you know, that we just have to kind of navigate through. And we do the things sometimes that we don't want to do, but it's necessary to kind of not do them to get to the things that will be the highest good for us. That's where the intuition comes in. You know what it is. You know what it is. All right, and I have 2 jumpers for moon. So this is over the next 2 weeks. I think after the next 2 weeks, things are going to even out because things are going to resolve. They're going to resolve for you. I would say probably in between the 10 and 14th day. 14 days, I would say. Around about that. One more moon card. Whoop, this one wants to pop out. All right. So we have the support card, the courage and the support card together. Those jumped out together. Those fall underneath that Queen of Wands intuition card. The hostilities card, where you have to kind of, you know, keep yourself in check a little. And the 3 of Cups, which is a support card. There's going to be people supporting you, right? And that's a validation of that support card. And there are 3 people in that card as well. And the courage card, okay? Courage card. That's have more courage than hostility or aggravation. Have more courage. Turn that around. Okay, then we have the transformation card. So we started with the 9 of Cups, very impatient you are right now, Scorpio. And you're indecisive, but you're not really. You know the choice to make. You know the choice to make, but you're just being the stubborn Scorpio that you are, right? And then the Queen of Swords is very confident and very like matter of fact. They know what they're doing, and you know where you want to go. That's a good card. Keep that confidence and that focus. That's what you want to do. Okay, but then we have this transformation card that I pulled, which means something's changing. Something is changing for you, and maybe you're uncomfortable. You're uncomfortable in that change area. Okay. And then the last one I pulled here was the release blocks. Okay, you have that 5 of Swords, which you're not backing down about something. You're being very stubborn about something. We have the Door to Romance in the Thinking Woman, right? So there's something coming in that I don't think you're ready for a romance right now. I think you want one, possibly, but I think that you're probably going back and forth on that first as well, which is the indecisiveness, but you need to do what's best for you right now, okay? And this is the release blocks. What are you blocking, right? I think you're trying to handle all these things, too many things at once, and you're putting up these blocks in front of you because you are stubborn about something and you don't want to see the other side of it or the other options, right? You have to release those blocks so that you can move forward, okay? So I don't get a whole lot of romantic feeling in this. I do in this area, because this is saying that there might be something coming in. Maybe you're wanting a partner or something, but you need to make sure that you're doing what's best for you and your situation in your life right now. And there's a time and a place for everything to happen. And if it's truly meant to be, if it's a specific person, it's going to happen no matter what, right? You can't deny it. It'll happen if it's meant to be. So you need to kind of relax a little bit about that, okay? Now, I'm going to do another tarot, and this is going to be what we're going to do this on, let's see, let's pull these for a probable outcome. Okay, let's do a probable outcome for this whole scenario you're going through in the next 2 weeks. And that's going to depend a lot, too, on you, though. Because you continue to, be stubborn and put those walls up, then, you're going to delay it. You're going to just delay it, and you're going to be unhappy until you get what you want. So we don't always get what we want, right? We get what we need before we get what we want. All right. One more. And let's see what this is. All right, so as a probable outcome, Scorpio, I have the Death card, which again, transformation, right? It's in the same row as transformation. That's what this is. It's change. It's transformation. This is saying that this change is going to happen no matter how hostile you are, no matter how impatient you are, or aggressive you are, or mad, whatever it is. Okay, it's going to happen anyway. So you need to sort of simmer down, release that, because that's a blockage you're putting up. You're putting up a blockage. You don't know what's coming next, right? And then we had the Temperance card next. Patience again. This is in the same row as our 9 of Cups. Right? You're on the verge of something, but yet you're just so impatient. You're being very impatient about it. This is backing that up. All right. This is the Temperance card. This is saying it's impatience. You need to calm down, okay? And then the 6 of Wands is saying this is victory for you. Okay? You will come out on the other side, and you're going to be like, oh, okay. So why was I such an asshole? Or whatever it was. Why was I being like that, right? Because I told you, it's going to happen anyway, no matter what you do. That's just it. It's just going to, that's how it happens, right? So your probable outcome is a big transformation, right? We're going to have that big transformation. And this is the patience card. You're going to be forced to have patience. So this can either be an easy decision and transition, or you're going to be forced into it. But your probable outcome too, if you let go of those blocks, you step back, you take some breaths, be a little more patient, you're going to have the victory. You're going to have the outcome that you want anyway. So why go through all the aggravation and struggle and inner turmoil over it? Because everything works out, right? We always see the worst case scenarios, don't we? We're always like, oh, this is going to happen, that's going to happen. And you know what? 99% of the time, it's nothing like we thought it would be, right? It's very different. Pleasantly different. For most of the time. All right, Scorpio, that's what I get. I am getting a little throat stuff here. So in the throat chakra, sometimes I would say you need to open that up and speak. I'm telling you, Scorpio, you need to keep it down. Don't speak so much, okay? Don't fly off the handle and be so quick to be defensive, right? You need to just simmer down. The next 10 to 14 days, it's going to be a little weird for you. But you know what? Everything's going to work out. And yeah, so just take those breaths and relax. Enjoy the rest of October, okay? I hope this helped. Again, my name is Gina. My business is Spirit, Wolf, Reiki, and Tarot. I am a Yusui Reiki Master Teacher, and I also read Tarot and Oracle. So yeah, that's me. If anybody would ever like a reading, you just give me a message or whatever. I will never contact anybody. I will never contact you for any, business or anything like that. If you like what you see and you want to hear more, let me know. Okay? Have a great rest of the day.